Alright, so this is Cannonier versus Nassourdine Imavov, and I'll give my prediction on the fight. So, my initial thoughts. So, honestly, when this fight was first announced, my first thoughts were Cannonier. Thinking about his last two fights, put up an impressive performance against Vettori, setting a strike record, and beating Strickland in the fight before that. Personally, I had it 3-2 Strickland, but I could see it going either way. He's come off some great performances, and I just, my initial thoughts were Cannonier to get it done. So now I'll move on to some of his strengths. So, first thing is his cardio, right? I think his cardio will be a big factor in this fight. You looked at how he looked against Vettori. Vettori is a cardio monster, but Cannonier was able to keep up with him. You know what I mean? For 5 rounds, didn't look gassed at all. I think that's one of his biggest strengths. Another one is I think he does have a lot of power. He doesn't have an Alex Pereira type of shot, where one shot will send you down, but over time he can definitely break someone down and TKO them 100%. So that is a possibility in this fight. So I would say his biggest strength is still his cardio, but also great power. Now we'll talk about Imavov's strengths. So Imavov is, as his nickname says, the sniper. This dude is accurate, he's quick, he's fast, and I think he hits pretty hard. Do I think he hits harder than Cannonier? It's hard to say, maybe not, but I think when you add in how precise he is and how quick he is, he will be the quicker fighter in this fight. At the end of the day, Cannonier is 40. Imavov's young. He's still getting better. I do think he'll be faster in this fight. And I think, early on, when he's fresh, will be his best chance to win this fight. I think he could catch Cannonier. I think that's his best bet. The other thing is Nassourdine does have wrestling. Cannonier can stuff some takedowns. He's not a bad grappler. But, Imavov definitely has the strength there, and I think he could mix in some takedowns to, mix up Cannonier a bit. Alright, now I'll move on to my prediction, and I'll tell you guys why. So my final prediction is Imavov. So, personally, I just think Imavov's a bit too fast, a bit too sharp, and a bit too well-rounded with the wrestling for Cannonier. I think he will, in the early exchanges of this fight, probably catch Cannonier. We have seen Cannonier rocked. He got rocked by Vettori in his last fight because it was a clean, precise shot, And Vettori is a guy that does not knock people out normally. He is not a very heavy power puncher, right? So my prediction is in the early rounds, Imavov will probably catch Cannonier by something. I think if Cannonier does win this fight, it will probably be a decision or a late TKO maybe, but I think even if it goes decision, Imavov has a chance, because I think Imavov will bank these early rounds. I really do. I really think he's going to hurt Cannonier, so if he can get at least 3 rounds, the first 3 even, I think he could also win a decision, man. So, great fight. I am high on both of these fighters, to be honest, but I'm going to lean Imavov. My final prediction would probably be Imavov by a round 2 knockout. So yeah, that's my pick. Thanks for listening.